Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be between now and the 16th, so the end of next week, because I did miss a week. I took a little bit more time off. But anyway, let's dive in to your reading. Guys, already? All right, we have attachment coming through. The number 5 is really important in a reading for me, anyways. It's one of the only numbers I really pick up on because it kind of represents something that really needs to change. So in a way, I kind of feel like I want to say the word a bit urgent. So whether your attachment to something is blocking your path or is blocking your freedom in whatever way, you are being called to release attachment. I think this is actually the devil card in this deck, to be honest, or something that is similar to, at least, because she's chained up to something. This can be even attachment to an identity. You can see here that she's taking this mask off and really looking at it like separate from herself. She's like, is this actually who I am? So for some of you, it could be representing some things that maybe you've had an attachment to out of like a need, or because you felt like maybe you were not good enough, so you needed this identity, or you needed this person in your life, or whatever. I think you're actually noticing what you've been attached to and what needs to be let go of. So let's carry on here. We have a load of oracles, so like bear with me as I pull these out. For my lovely Aquarius, please. Co-create. I love that. For those of you who know me and know my readings, whenever this comes in, I always see this as we've kind of just walked in on these animals having a meeting. I always say that you are the cheetah in this card. Spirit world is the owl, and this little egg that you have in the corner is what you guys are creating together. It's like you are having a meeting with the angels. You guys are having a meeting with the universe about what you want. Okay, and if you've not done that yet, get clear what it is that you want to create with the universe, because it absolutely can happen. And it will be okay. And I'm also hearing, however you, okay, this is very important. I don't know why identity is coming up. It came up for Geminis as well. So I don't know if that reading will also resonate with you. But it seems like this is also like an identity, is highlighting something about your identity. As you can see here, this egg is a reflection of you. This new beginning will be a reflection of you. So it's a really good time to look at yourself in the mirror and go, okay, am I how I want to be? And it's not just about your appearance. It's about maybe your energy. Because life is about energy. Manifestation is about energy. It's not about your appearance. It's not about, it's not about if your energy is off, then this egg will be off too. You're going to manifest what you are. So pay attention to what you are, because the universe is paying attention. The universe is like, okay, what do you want? Because you have an egg, which represents bringing something into the world, which I love. That is about like something happening, something hatching in your life. But it will show up as you are. So make sure you are a reflection of what you desire. Okay, let's get some more for you. I feel like I have to repeat that. Make sure you are a reflection of what you desire. If you want that dream job, are you in the energy of achieving it? You have despondence. So this is, again, you guys could have felt surrounded by a bit of like a dark cloud, for those who I'm reading for anyways, because of the attachment and despondence. You could be attached to bad habits, and this is stopping you from actually taking lead in your life, or doing the things that you want in life. We never want to stay stuck, but sometimes the temptation is absolutely there, and the fears are there that keeps us bounded to what we have currently. I can clearly see you don't want your current reality to keep going, whether that's like a mental state, an emotional state, a spiritual state, or whether it's a physical state, what's going on around you, the job or whatever. I see that you are wanting a new chapter, but it's just something that's keeping you stuck from acting on it, maybe from deciding what it is that you want. So we'll see further on in the reading. Despondence is this girl who's like, I want change, and I want change because I'm miserable where I'm at. So the story behind this is that, okay, change kind of happens around her, but she's still the same within. She still feels negative about things. She still feels miserable despite what's going on around her, or the change that happens. And also, there's something in my nail here. It's incense here. She's still not happy. So it's almost like she has to change herself, her mindset, her attitude, before something can really truly grow and for it to really be happy. And the message behind this card is like, okay, in order to have change, you need to create change within, or you need to start the momentum of it. So even the small tasks are important. Get up, get out of bed, let's go have a shower, let's go and do our hair, whatever we need to do. Let's start looking after ourselves, and let's just clean up the kitchen a little bit. I'm saying that because I'm looking at mine. Let's do what needs to be done. Let's create momentum, and let's focus on what we can do today. And then tomorrow we'll focus on what we can do tomorrow. It's just take each step as it comes. We don't need things to change overnight, and it rarely happens that way. Things only change overnight because of the momentum that's been building for however long. So it's important to understand that we have to move a little. We have to detach a little bit more, which is fine. It's a process, honeys. Let's carry on. It's all a process. Don't go criticizing yourself, because that's the same thing that's keeping you in despondence for some of you. Okay? All right. Let's see, for my lovely Aquarians out there, please spare what I need to hear right now. Gemini had the same card. God. So again, that reading could be significant, but you have 10 to the small things, which is literally what I just said. Let's start small. We don't need to make big changes overnight. We don't need to quit our job and do something different. Let's start on yourself. Let's start on the things you can control currently. You can maybe quit your job for some of you. That's not coming from me, if that's what you already feel guided to do. But sometimes it's about building a structure so that you can actually be safe when making that decision for some. Or in general, I'm just speaking very generally. So tend to the small things. Right. Let's see. Let's get a keyword for the week. Change and purpose. That's interesting. So the change card has an affirmation, and this says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. It's exactly this despondence card. And you have purpose. I know what I'm here to do. So for some of you, you already know, and something's blocking you from stepping into it. You know what you want. You know what you want to create. You know what the new beginning is that you want. You know who you want to become, or what you want to have in your life. You already know some things. So tend to the small things now. Let's make the small changes. What's stopping you from getting there? The first question really is, what is keeping you stuck? What are you attached to currently that you're unwilling to let go of in order to create something new for yourself? We'll dive into the tarot. What else do I need to pull out? You have them all. I actually want to bring this one into today's readings. So if you've been feeling unaligned lately, or this week you're feeling like you're not stepping into your purpose or not living your purpose, it's only because of some attachments and despondence. And tending to the small things, again, is the thing that's going to help here. All right, let's see, please, for my lovely Aquarians. You have new beginnings. Love that. Let's get one more. And new love, guys. You have 2 new cards coming through, new beginnings and new love. I'm gonna hold this one back because there's a bit of nudity on it, but new love you can see here, and we have new beginnings. That's amazing. Let's go, Aquarius. Let's go. Let's start pulling some tarot cards out for you. So you have new love ahead of you, and you have new beginnings, but first it starts with you. Let go of the things you're attached to. Let's see, what's the overall energy to represent the week for Aquarius? 8 of Wands. Things are speeding up for you. Things are changing. All right, let's see. How will Aquarius be feeling about this week, please? The 3 of Wands. You're waiting for something. I'm going to clarify these with a different deck. Don't know why. Just what I'm feeling called to do now. Can we clarify the 8 of Wands? The Devil just came up here, and the Hermit. Interesting. Ooh. Oh God. Okay. Right. I'm getting something. Some of you may have really been isolating yourself. You have the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. Whatever the legacy is, whatever the dream is, the 10 of Pentacles is like the end goal, that financial stability, that career life that really takes off, or whatever, that family, that home, that loyal people around you. Is really the luxury life, It's the goal of yours. 6 of Wands is about achieving that. It's about being seen. It's about success. The 8 of Wands Oh, for some of you, the path is clear. The Eight of Wands can represent the fact that blockages are being removed in your life, which is amazing to come up this week, and life is speeding up for you. And maybe even a lot of opportunities are coming away, or a lot of change is happening. But the Eight of Wands, I'll explain to you in a second. I think this is what's representing your blockage. The Hermit and the Devil is about maybe mentally there has been some fears that have been keeping you behind, or maybe just something messing with your mind. The Hermit is about reassessing and detaching, looking at things from a higher perspective. Can really help you out here. And some of you, the Hermit, maybe you do need your own space. Maybe the Devil represents people who are making you doubt yourself, doubt your dreams. Or again, the Devil can just be, it's an external source. I feel like for some of you, it's an external source that's creating a struggle mentally for you. A source? Did I say source? An external source. But the Hermit, you can see you are a being of light. Don't let the darkness make you feel like you are not. Okay? You are connected to the universe. You are a being of love and light. The Hermit here. You have wisdom. You have knowledge. The Devil is almost like deceiving you here. It's trying to trick you to keep you stuck to something, or to make you believe the path is not clear, because again, the Eight of Wands here is saying things are all going in the same direction, towards change, towards a new chapter of your life, towards positive things. It's a really good card. Some of you could have communication or, a message coming through that might be about this devil energy or an attachment or something that might mess with your head. But the Hermit is saying detach. Look at this from an outsider's point of view. The same if the devil is your thoughts. Whatever the devil is, look at it from different point of view. Not from the person who's being controlled or deceived. Look at it from a place of wisdom. The Hermit, look at it from a place of your higher self. Again, this is kind of, they're showing me a little bit for some of you, this is like a physical body, and this is your soul. Your soul knows something that will break you free. Your soul knows that this devil cannot control you. It is not that it's not an excuse, but it's like you can break the chains to whatever this devil is, whatever it is in your life. It's a general reading. It'll be different for everybody. For a lot of you though, this is like, again, maybe bad habits and fears, something that's making you feel like you can't create change, but you can. The Hermit, assess this from a higher perspective. Some of you really could benefit from like talking to the universe, or finding some time alone in nature, maybe to really think about things properly, maybe to actually go to a mentor, a teacher, someone who is able to help you see things outside of the suffering that you're going through, whatever that is to you. Because it's emphasizing, come out of that devil energy. Look at it outside of that devil energy. If you're in a toxic relationship, for example, when you're in it, you think about, yeah, but I love them, and maybe that, they're going through something. You start empathizing with someone who actually is really horrible, for example, just for some, or a friendship or whatever. But when you see it from somebody else's perspective and they say, actually, that's wrong, you don't deserve that, and even though you love them, that's not enough to stay if they're hurting you, for example, even if it's your own brain, whatever it is. I'm just throwing out examples for you to just to give you a perspective. So when you get that person's point of view, it kind of affirms something within yourself that you know is true, and that's going to be the first step that helps you to change that. So again, some of you could actually benefit from seeing a therapist, from speaking to a friend about your situation, especially if you've been silent in it, if you've been alone, if you've isolated yourself away from others. This is a perfect time to get new eyes in a situation. Let's see the Three of Wands. The Chariot. So how you'll be feeling this week is that you're waiting for things to move forward. You've been waiting for things. Can we clarify Three of Wands one more time? And the Eight of Wands. Now that's telling me you've been waiting for things to move forward. The Eight of Wands is the same as the energy for the week. It's asking for you to go with it. What's interesting is the Three of Wands is almost waiting for the ships to come in. Your ships are not coming in, but you're getting a car instead. Like, that's the kind of vibes I'm seeing. They're giving you a different vehicle to get to where you want to go. You were expecting a boat. It's not a boat. And maybe that boat, yeah, I don't know. That basically means, if some of you don't know what I'm talking about, like I'm using a little bit of like visuals here. It helps me understand the reading. What you've been expecting to come in to save you, to help you, is not coming. But that's okay, because something else is. But for a lot of you, this could really be about taking matters into your own hand. The Chariot is about moving forward with determination. You will be leaving the situation that you're in. That's what you've been waiting for. But there is a different way to go around the situation. And it does feel like the energy is going to take you with it. Like that's what the Eight of Wands is about. The energy for the week is guiding you towards moving forward. Okay? In this Chariot. By the way, this is what they're saying for some of you. Of course, like no one, maybe someone's not going to literally come in, give you another vehicle for your troubles. What this represents is, for some of you, the Chariot moves with conviction. He knows his dreams, he knows his goals, and he goes after it. So for some of you, if you've been feeling lost, or you've been feeling like you've not been doing the things you want to do, you're not in your purpose, you're not aligned to it, again, this energy is saying this is the perfect week to understand what your goal is and to just go directly for it. The only blockage is this devil energy. For most of you, I will say this is just your mind playing tricks on you, bringing you anxiety and fears and worries about things that may not even happen. The Eight of Wands is saying the blockages are being lifted. These are not things that can actually dictate your path. It may make things difficult, but the wands are moving in the same direction. So energetically, the blockages have been lifted. It's just you have to go after it with conviction, understanding there will be bumps along the way, like the Chariot knows. And going in a fast pace, by the way, things are really speeding up for you if you go with it. If you decide, no, I'm just going to stay where I am, I'm just going to still wait for this boat, I'm just going to still wait for this one thing to happen in particular, you're going to miss your chance. But for most of you, I'm sure, that's up for you. And this can happen at any time. The Chariot, if the Chariot is you, all it takes is for you to understand what your goal is and to go for it with conviction. Some of you might need to move. Chariot could be moving. What are the blockages, please, for Aquarius? Now, we just had the Ten of Pentacles fly out earlier. And I was referring to that as your goal. Maybe finances could be an issue for you. Maybe it's family. But the Ten of Pentacles in regards to it being a goal as your blockage, some of you need to bring a big goal that you have into bite-sized chunks, is what I'm hearing. Bite-sized chunks. Because if it looks too daunting and it looks too big or overwhelming, naturally our bodies are like, no, that's way out of out of reach. It's actually not. If you take a few steps and just decide on the first pentacle and then build in the second pentacle and then the third, then you naturally will get here due to momentum. Momentum. You have to create change. Let's clarify that Ten of Pentacles for you. Page of Cups. Okay. Now, this is a blockage. Could very well be that there might be a little bit of a surprising emotional message here that is going to pose as a blockage. Can we clarify the Page of Cups? Temperance. I think something is asking for you to be balanced and to be patient. I think this is just referring to overwhelming feelings about this Ten of Pentacles. Again, family, finances, or a message coming through about a goal, or I don't know if this is a message, because Page of Cups can be an emotional message, one that kind of is like a surprise and can be bad, can be good, can be difficult news, can be good news. But it makes you feel a certain way. Because it's coming in as a blockage, I think it's about your intense feelings about something might be a bit of a blockage. And you have Temperance, which is asking you to balance. And what's interesting, both of these are reminding you that two things can exist at the same time. Opposites, basically. This is about balance, about understanding the dark and the light. You may, maybe the devil energy is, again, feeling your shadow self. Maybe it's your shadow self. But if you kind of understand and put them in the same direction, your higher self and your shadow self, you can control where you're going. You can control how these affect you, your shadow self and your higher self. And temperance is the moon and the sun. So again, opposites, balancing opposing energies. And you were in the middle, like the way that they're showing me this, you were in the middle of some quite intense things going on between your subconscious, like your higher self, so your future self, and maybe your past self, the way that you've done things. You're in the middle of this. You're wanting change. You're wanting to step into maybe your higher self more and let go of your shadow self. And you're almost stuck in the middle because you don't want to move forward until that's balanced. But the thing is, you are constantly going to be using both of these energies throughout your life. Is how you use your energies. I don't know what they're representing here, but hopefully it makes sense for somebody. Right, let's get one more card for Aquarius, and then we'll go into the Tea Leaf Tarot. Advice, maybe. Four of Cups and the Hermit again. So, Four of Cups is about feeling jaded and bored, and rejecting things that might actually be good for you. As you can see, he's like, nope, don't want that. It's not what I asked for. So again, that Chariot, that other way of doing something, you might be like, nope, I'd rather stay here than to take that. Or whatever it is, your higher self, listen to it, connect with it, okay? Meditation. You have new beginnings and new love, by the way. So if you've been feeling lonely, you will have some amazing relationships coming up for you. But you're being called to be open, to look at something from a higher perspective, to look at something from new eyes. I don't know why I keep saying new eyes, but it feels like look at it from an external perspective, not from your own bias, because I think you're a bit confused in the middle here with these energies that are going on around you. Look at it from your higher self. What would your higher self do? And that kind of is bringing back a big circle here of make sure that you are coming. This is interesting because this is now your higher self and who you want to become. And this is what you're creating with the universe, which is a reflection of you. So remember that. So maybe you guys need to change the way that the decisions that you make, the way that you make decisions based on who you want to be. So ask yourself when things come up, whether it's like, again, decision making, I feel like, ask yourself, if I want to be this person, what decision would I make in this current situation, and be aligned to that energy that you want to become, because that is really a strong emphasis here. You're making decisions based on the old you or on the you with fears. Right, let's see. By the way, this is no criticism. We all fall into these habits, and I've been there a fair share of times. And I think that through life, we're constantly going to be going through that, but not in a heavy sense. We look at it differently, but we will get stuck in cycles, right? You have mice, discord amongst friends or family, and this could be a bit of a blockage for you here. You do have someone behaving stupidly, and that could be to do with friendships and family here. You have depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. You have the month of August being significant for some reason this week. So whether it's the last August or it's just emphasizing somebody's birthday, I don't know. You have archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So again, new energy is being invited to you. You're being invited to new energy. You have spiritual love. I can see that. Whether you're with someone already, there definitely is some new love coming into that. This is a spiritual love, someone who's here for you. And if you're not already, there definitely is going to be you meeting somebody who you have a spiritual connection to. Romance, celebration, party, you could meet them in a social setting. You have an older woman here being significant. This could be someone who might be able to help you. And you have January. Okay, so we have 2 months here that might be significant. So look back at those times. Maybe that's how it resonates. I'm not sure. But anyway, my angels, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. Thank you for being here with me. Let me know in the comments, okay, if this reading resonated with you, because I'd love to know. Remember, you are fully capable of what you want to achieve in your life. You just have to believe that too, okay? Like, really not just believe it, take action on it as if you know that that's the truth. Okay, my angels, I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. All right.